I'm here on a special interview, Shin-Blade, lead correspondent under Mat Radio, with one of the most upcoming indie stars that I've ever seen before, one of the greatest that I've seen, not marking out, one of my favorite brothers, Shane "Swerve" Strickland. How you doing tonight?
I'm good, man. Always good. Always in a good time.
So how you feeling with ACW Ultra Clash with UWA in the match and everything?
Yeah, I have not been to ACW in quite some time. It's been like years since I've been to ACW. It's been a long time. But last time I was here, I wrestled Steven Diaz and Black G, so it's kind of fitting that I return. I'm still wrestling Black G's. Wish I would have had Steven Diaz here, but I had a good time tonight. Really good time, really good crowd. Always fun to entertain, no matter where I go.
All right, well, let me tell you one thing. Why don't you tell the fans out here that don't know you, don't know who Swerve is, tell them about your style, like the wrestling style that you have, because this has just been phenomenal.
It's a little bit of everywhere, but it's a lot of athleticism. I combine Swerve with the meaning Swerve being like just one big like counter. See it going one way, switch it to another. But I also put Swerve in as like Swerve means confidence. And that's something I always bring to the ring, confidence.
Not swag.
Not swag. No. Swag, style, but like I bring confidence. It's like I live confidence, I breathe confidence, and no matter what I do in my life, outside the ring, inside the ring, I'm always being Swerve, bringing Swerve, being confident. And as far as my wrestling style, really high impact, a lot of hard hits, a lot of hard strikes, brings a little bit of athleticism. Sometimes I bring some muscle into it, pick you up, slam you down, swerve you, because I look like a small guy, but I can beast you up pretty much.
Well, honestly, brother, you got me caught on Swerve because I think it's better than swag, which I hate. And dare say I can shake your hand on that one. Now, honestly, as far as wrestling is concerned, you have one of the most iconic songs as an entrance music, let alone one of the most, I think, in a way, eccentric entrance songs that you have. You have "I Want You Back" by the Jackson 5, which I like growing up. Can you tell the fans what inspired you to have that song?
It was actually, it was my first match in CZW on pay-per-view. I didn't have a song ready for the event, and one of my buddies, Sammy Callahan, who is Solomon Crow on WWE NXT now, he comes up to me and he's like, "Hey man, me and my buddies were riding in the car coming here, and we bumped into the Michael Jackson CD. It was actually Jackson 5. And he was like, you know what? This would be great for Shane, and we just want to know if you wanted to go with it." I was like, "Yeah, I'll try it out."
Okay.
And so because everybody was coming out to like hard hip hop and hard rock, CCW, so everybody's really manly and violent, hardcore and stuff. So as soon as my music hit, the crowd was ready to just like hammer on somebody new, but then all of a sudden it's just like, oh. And they pulled back and they kind of let me in. So I was like, if it works for combat zone crowd, it's gonna work everywhere else. And ever since then, I've been rolling with it, and it's never let me down.
Well, quite honestly, with you, I would have been like ABC.
Oh yeah.
1, 2, 3, or something like that, But that's some of my favorite songs. I mean, I know a guy at ACW that comes out to, I think "Beat It" or something.
Oh yeah.
That's been done to death.
Yeah, I believe that's TJ Sykes.
Yeah, he just comes out like this and everything, and it's like,
and that's the and that's definitely the misconception of what I do. I'm not a Michael Jackson character. I have a Michael Jackson song. Okay. And there's a lot of guys in wrestling that kind of misconstrue what they do because they feel like that's their character. They have to come out to the music that matches their character, and I feel like sometimes you gotta gotta switch it up. Sometimes if you're going to be an Australian person, you shouldn't come out to an Australian song. Oh yeah. Switch it up to something else that just has something to do with what you do instead of who you are. Don't let music define you.
Well, I gotta say that's a swerve right there as far as music and style of wrestling. I will say this: you are a new star of Lucha Underground. I have seen only, as of this date, one episode of it. Yeah. So let me ask you this: how does it feel working in the tempo? There you go. How does it feel working in the tempo? And can you tell the fans about one of my favorite characters, Dario Cueto?
Dario Cueto is a phenomenal character on Lucha Underground. Everything he does, says is with power, is with some type of aggression, and you believe every single thing he does. And for a slender body, you don't cross him. He has a slick back hair. It's always wet and juicy. and like sits in the office, but every time he opens that door and he steps out there, he gets a reaction from the fans, and it just means something. He has a presence about him that's just unexplainable. Nobody else has that like he does on the show.
Well, especially with the viral videos coming out on YouTube with the ladder match, they play it so many times. Now, tell you the truth, I wasn't going to ask you about Lucha, so then again, we're going to close it out. Would you like to give the fans, give them the plug party of where they can find Swerve?
There's so many different places you can find me. I actually have a website now, up and running.
Oh, okay.
A lot of content on there. It's been up since February, but content's always flowing. ShinSwerveStrickland.com. You can buy shirts on the website. You can follow me on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. There's photos always being uploaded. They got my schedule for the next month and a half up there. So if you want to come to see where I'm going to be next, head on to my website. It's right there on the front page. You can contact me on my blogs, on my contact, on my email. You want to book me, bring me to your shows. I'm always available. And you can follow me on Twitter at @StricklandShane and on Instagram at @StricklandShane.
Well, like I said, I am the Sensational One for Under the Mat Radio, Shin-Blade, me right here, and I'm going to let the Swerve man close it out for us.
Oh, I have nothing to say. Of course I got something to say. Shane Swerve Strickland. Swerve means confidence. Always believe in yourself, believe in what you do. Always enter everything what you do with confidence.
Thank you, my brother, and